Hey guys, what's going on? I'm FathM, and in today's video, I'm going to be helping you with some issues you may be having in the Battlefield 2042 beta. These are issues that I was having personally, and I figured some solutions out, and I'm also going to be showing you my settings. I did some research and found what the best settings are as of right now. These could be tweaked a little bit, but this is all geared towards controller. I don't play mouse and keyboard, so this is for you controller guys out there trying to play this specifically on PC. And yeah, I also am going to be showing how to resolve a couple different issues I was having while I was in the game, and that's going to be later in the video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Stick around, show your support, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright guys, so if you're having this issue where you have your controller plugged in and it's not letting you use your controller, it's not letting it take over, and all you can do is use your mouse and keyboard, and you're not a mouse and keyboard guy like me, you're used to controller, so this is the easiest fix ever. So all you have to do is close out of the game, close out of Origin, Steam, whatever you're using to start the game with, close out of all that, and then unplug everything from your PC that is USB. I'm talking everything: headset, mix amp, microphone, hard drive, everything but your keyboard and mouse. So your keyboard and mouse you're going to use to open up Steam or Origin. You're going to sign in. As soon as you sign in and click play, as soon as the game is starting, you're going to unplug your mouse and keyboard and then have nothing plugged in at all. And as soon as you get here to the main menu, you're going to plug in your controller, as I'm going to do right now. But as soon as you plug your controller in, you'll see it switch from press spacebar to press A. So I play on PlayStation controller, and it's reading it as Xbox controls for some reason. I don't know if that's because Battlefield's like an Xbox exclusive type of deal or how that works. But it's fine with me, because once you learn the controls, it's easy to remember and you know what to press. Or if you've played both Xbox and PlayStation, you know what the relative buttons are to each other. So yeah, now you'll see that your controller's working. It'll let you take over everything. And for settings, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what I have real quick. So just copy everything on the screen. I've done some research on this, and so far with my current setup, I have about a medium tier PC. You know, it's not the worst, it's not the best, it's decent. You know, I can record and I can stream and play at the same time and have decent graphics and all that, and maintain decent FPS. So just copy all these. You know, you'll have it set to whatever monitor you're on, and the hertz and resolution and all that. So you can turn your field of view all the way up on these. Motion blur all the way off. Turn all these off. And then for your graphics, you'll switch it to custom and then change it based off of what your system can handle. So right here I've only got like one of them on low, and then the rest on medium or high, and it seems to be running smooth for me. Now for your HUD, you want camera shake off, you want the HUD on, obviously. All these on. Crosshair, I wouldn't change this. You don't want your crosshair to be any bigger, and maybe smaller if you want, but definitely not bigger. You don't want it to get in your way. Minimap, I turned mine up a little bit. I think it was default at like 10 or 11, so I just turned that up just a little bit. And then leave these all the same. And then for sound, that's on your preferences. I have the in-game announcer turned down a little bit, and then the music volume, I know a lot of people like it all the way down. I like it up just a little bit because, you know, that iconic Battlefield music, you know, is just, it's really iconic, and it's nice to hear, you know, if you're an OG Battlefield player. So I have that on just 29. And then for my audio mix, I have Astro A40s, so I did Astro EQ. But if you don't have Astro A40s, or any Astros, then do 3D headphones. That'll give you the best 3D sound in the game. Got the in-world music on, obviously, because I had that set to 29. Voice chat, this is just preference, how you want to hear it. I haven't played with anybody yet, so I don't have any preferences on this yet. Once I play with people, then I'll know how I want it to sound. Alright, so for controllers, so if you play tactical on COD or how Battlefield used to be on default, it's now called alternate. So it's in controller schemes, then on foot buttons, alternate. Then all these just leave the same. So my aim sense all the way up at 100, field of view all the way up at 100. That's just how I like it. Yeah, just copy these. And this is where it gets really important. So if you're finding that your aim, your ADS speed is as fast as your regular sensitivity and it's too fast, these numbers are actually doubled what it's actually saying. So 30 would be 60 or like a 0.6 low zoom ADS speed in COD or Warzone. So if you want 0.6, do 30. If you want 0.7, 35. You know, just double the number for what you would do in Warzone and you'll be just fine. And then on these right here, turn these exactly the same as that one. I haven't really figured out if I did just this one and left these where they were at, if it would change much, but I found that just turning them all to the same number makes sure that it works. Go ahead and turn that quick throw on. So this right here, I have this on and just what it was default set at 44. It feels fine to me, so I didn't really mess with it. So, and then you also have to change, I think you have to change all these. These could be bugged and not really be working right now, but I go ahead and just change them all to 30 just like the other ones. And then for the higher zoom optics, raise them a little bit so that like if you're sniping, you can flick with your sniper shots and everything. So this is for mouse and keyboard. I don't use mouse and keyboard, but this one setting, global, this mouse raw input, this is actually important, and you'll see that here in just a minute in the video. Accessibility, turn that menu narration off so it's not telling you everything you're seeing. Motion blur off, camera shake off, vibration off. And then I got reload hints on just because, you know, you have lower ammo in this game, so it just lets you know it doesn't take up too much control, or it doesn't take up too much of your screen. And then key bindings, you know, I don't play mouse and keyboard, so yeah, so just copy these settings how I showed you, and then let's get into the next part where if you're having your you're finding that your controller is randomly, like your character in the game is randomly flicking up to the sky or doing a 180 and doing all this crazy stuff, and you can't figure out why it's doing it, you're losing gunfights. I'm going to get into that right now of what's causing the issue and how to fix it. Oh, there's a guy right here. Oh. Barely won that because it flicked up again. Alright guys, so I figured out what was causing my screen to just flick up and around randomly like that. So I got a sniper out here. Got sniped from somewhere else. But yeah, I figured out what was causing this. So you go to your settings and you go to mouse and keyboard and you go to global. You're gonna want to turn mouse raw input off. You turn that off, and then as long as you're playing on controller, and it's gonna make it to where it stops just flicking around like that. For some reason the mouse input comes in and it's trying to take over for your aim randomly, and even if your mouse isn't moving, it's just all over the place. So, and as far as I know, it should still, so I can't use the D-pad to change these, but if I pull my mouse over, I can still use my mouse to change what I want. So if I want to change larger caliber red dot sight, I can still do that. I can still see my mouse to where I need to click on, but now my screen's not flicking all over the place, so that's really good. Alright guys, well I hope this video helped you with any issues you might have been having in the beta so far, but if not, just shoot me a comment down below and tell me whatever else you got going on, and I might be able to help you with it. And if you enjoyed this video, then just leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my content, and I greatly appreciate it for you guys stopping by. I'll catch you in the next video. Later.